Good morning. I am Kim Stringer, and I am here again at Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Eatonville, Florida. And I am here today with
Christopher McLaren.
Mr. Christopher. Are you a visitor at Macedonia, or have you been a member for a while?
I'm a visitor.
He is a visitor. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you tell us what is one thing from the sermon that you will take with you as you go throughout your week this week?
So what touched me the most today was about talent. About gives you these talents. And also at the end, if you don't utilize those talents, then you lose those talents. But God has given you, say, gave one man 3 talents, and that man came back with 3 more. So it makes me think about my personal life experience and the struggles I have with utilizing my gifts and making sure that I do the work that God has given me personally. That's a struggle.
Absolutely. He said if you don't use it, you will lose it. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to lose mine. Well, and I know that this is your first time here, so you may not know what. It's not my first it's not your. I'm sorry, you are a visitor. I apologize. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'm from Texas, but I have a good friend of mine that I went to college with that lives here. He's a doctor, grew up in public housing in Houston, Texas. Me and him were roommates in college.
Okay.
And when he first tried to get into med school, they wouldn't let him in. He wrote his paper. He didn't really tell his story. I said, "Let me help you, brother. Let me tell your story." And after I kind of helped him tell his story, then he got accepted to every med school he wanted to.
That's right.
He got accepted to every job that he wanted.
So you're using your talents.
So that was one of my talents. And I said, you know what? It's important that if you use your talent, if you tell your story, it encourages and helps other people. That's real important. Sometimes we forget to tell our own personal story. And because that story, you've had those life experiences for a reason. And if you don't share those life experiences, then the world in general will not benefit from it. So it's important for me to do that for myself and with other people. So when I come to Orlando, I visit this church that my good friend, Dr. Benjamin, goes to. And I also love the history and the story of Eatonville. It encourages me to come to a place. My father was a minister, and I go to many churches. And the last thing I like is a fake church. When I see realness and truth, I gravitate toward it. And I've been to many churches, many churches. But when I see, the people are real, the story is real, the message is real, I love to be there. So I'm a visitor.
But it's not your first time.
It ain't my first time.
Well, thank you so much for coming today, and that was an amazing story. We look forward to seeing you. Every time you come back to Orlando, we look forward to seeing you. Well, this has been Kim and Chris.
Amen.
And you have come to the only church on this side of the road where love makes the difference.
Love does make a difference. What?
Have a great day.